Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. Alexis here with Haute Modesty. Today, I'm going to show you how I struggled to get this look. It's a bit of a story, so stay tuned. You're as excited as I am about this new Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette. There was a lot of discussion out there in the influencer world about this palette, and I've seen some really nice looks that come out of this palette. But you know, more I read about the different reviews, not on YouTube or places like that, but were more regular people, like reviews and Sephora reviews and some of the other cosmetic sites. It's not as positive as I've seen, you know, spoken so highly by influencers. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a real, true, honest review from my opinion. But remember, this is my opinion. So, you know, I'm not saying that there's dishonesty out there. I'm not saying that, but it works differently for different people. And so I just want to give you my input on what I think about it. So here we go. Okay. Oh, before I get started, I just wanted to let you know what I have prepped myself with. And the prep I did today is, as you know, I bought this CC cream after getting a nice sample from the IPSY bag. And even though that tone wasn't exactly correct for me, which was, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Oh, yeah, here. Remember the itty bitty cute tube? Yeah, this one was a little bit lighter, so I did go ahead and buy this, and I've been using this, I mean, a lot. And except for yesterday, I think I used the Urban Decay sunscreen tinted moisturizer just to do a quick demo. But I've been using this most of the other times. It's the coverage it provides is like really full coverage with a little bit of product. So a little bit of product goes a long way with this one. And it is SPF 50. And then after that, what I did was I did my concealer with IT Cosmetics as well. And this is the Bye Bye Under Eye, and this is and Sand. And so I did go ahead and use this. And another thing that I used, which I mean, it's really, really surprised me, because usually when I use a eye primer, it will crease immediately, especially if I don't follow it up with some kind of powder afterwards. And I haven't. And I mean, this one here is, I mean, it's been now 10 minutes, more than that, and it has not creased yet. And that is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills. It's her primer, and it works really well. So I just wanted to give you that heads up. And so without further ado, let's get into this new palette. And so it does come with a little brush, double-sided brush by Urban Decay, but I do pull it out. I don't usually use these. I stick in my drawer, and I have like a whole drawer full of these because I have probably every one of our palettes. And so let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Good Karma first of all, this one here. And that's to lay down my base, and I'll use a very fluffy brush for that one. And so a dip in here. And I'm still trying the technique actually of not knocking off the eyeshadow and see how that goes. Okay. And I just put this all over the lid area to kind of prepare the lid area for all of the other eyeshadow that's going to come behind it. Okay. And from what I'm reading from the reviews from the makeup sites, the stores like Sephora, and from, let's see, actually Urban Decay site, is that the mattes are not as pigmented as they imagine it would be. And so it's not really, it's requiring, you know, a couple of times to go in there and really work it. And so what I'm going to do is go into Antidote next. And that's to kind of give it a nice transition color. Okay, Well, I'm kind of afraid not to, because look at that. And there's, you see the kick up in the pan. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, it is definitely, it has fallout if you don't knock it off. And that's, you know, that's not surprising. So I think I will go ahead, and since I'm doing more than one layer, I'll knock that off. Okay, that's better. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you. Okay, well that's that, but it's taken a lot of work to get that in there, and it still doesn't have the color payoff that I would imagine it could. You know, I'm going to go in there a couple more times and see how well it layers. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight. It's taking a bit of work, and let's see if this is true for all of the other colors. Okay, what I want to do is I want to go into, let's see, Third Eye, which is this dark color here. I'm taking a chance on this, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on the outside. Definitely knock this off. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make you worth my time. So don't you pay them any mind, close your eyes, follow the sound. Okay, well I blended that out just a little bit. And now, I know I do a lot of pinks, and so I'm going to try to avoid the pinks. So let me see if I can get a blue in there that I don't typically do blue. And so let's see if I can go in there with, I know a lot of people are saying ojo, calling it ojo, but I believe it's ojo, which is eyes in Spanish. I don't know, but it is OJO. I'm going to call it ojo. So, okay, let's see. Now I'm wondering if I should go in with a brush or my fingers. Well, let's go ahead and try with the brush and see what happens. And let's see. And if it doesn't work, I'll go ahead and go in with my fingers. It's not picking up, as you notice. It's I really have to get in there to make it pick up. But it's not tapping off, which is good, which means it might be more pigmented than the mattes. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down in the middle to begin with and move it forward. Okay, see, this is, there's a lot actually going on here. And this looks like it's a lot of glitter. But I'm having a hard time getting it to lay down on my eyes. So let's go on with the fingers and see if I will have better. Yeah, there we go. That's better. But the problem with that is that I don't have very good control as far as how far I'm going to take it, because my fingers are fat. And that is going to be a problem. Okay. So I'll have to figure out how to fix this, but let me just initially get this stuff in there. Okay, let's see if I can go in there and use this. Okay. And this is what I was afraid of, is that little bit of fallout on the bottom here. So, let's see. Let's grab another. See if I can work this out. Yeah, this is not an easy palette to work with. Let me see if I can go in there with a different kind of brush. Yeah. let's see. Yeah, this may work even better actually. It does work, I think, best with your fingers if you have that, you know, that thin, tiny fingers. But my fingers are quite big, and I think only thing that would work is if even that is my pinky. And being that I have a very deep set eyes in the front, it will be hard to get in there. So let me see what I can do with this. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want. Okay, let's see. What else can I pick up? Well, this is nice. This is called the Opal Aura. I think I'm going to go ahead and cover it. There we go. Okay. Okay. This is quite dark. So, how can I fix this? I think what I can do is I'll go in with a different, going to rescue this with a liquid eyeshadow by Stila and see if we can maybe make something out of this. And, okay. Okay. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want. I got something. And now I have another Stila. I really like this. This one that I just used is called the Rock and Rose, and as I said, it's by Stila. It's a liquid eyeshadow, and this one I'm gonna go in with, I should have started with this. I think this is a better choice than this craziness here. So I'm going to just tap a little bit here, and what I'm trying to do is diffuse out the actual blue eyeshadow, because I mean it really is too much. Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. Okay, that took a lot of work to get to where it is, but I did go ahead and buff out everything, and this is what we have so far. And so far, feedback on this palette, it's not easy to work with. I probably wouldn't recommend it for somebody who's probably beginning, and even for myself. I'm not a pro by any means, don't get me wrong, but I would expect that by this stage that I should be able to work with it a little bit easier. And I know that I've also read that a couple of people, they're using setting spray on the brush and then dipping it into the colors and applying, which is making it a lot easier for it to transfer onto the skin. But this is much harder, I think, than what I've been seeing by the influencers, and I don't know why that is. I may have to play with it a little more and get used to this texture, because I'm not used to this texture. But I do agree with the people that are saying that the mattes are not as pigmented. I completely agree with that. And the rest of the palette is a little more difficult to work with. And so, I don't know. I don't typically return my palettes, but if I were to return a palette, this would be the one that I would return. And ideally, I should have used the darker color, the blue on the outside, and bring in the pinks and reverse what I have right now. But let me see what I can do. Let me just finish out the look off camera. I'm going to use Marc Jacobs, the eyeliner to line the inside, not the waterline, but the lash line. And I will go ahead and also apply my waterproof mascara by Bobbi Brown. So I'll be right back. Okay, here's the finished look after I put on eyeliner, mascara, and blush, and lipstick, and a highlighter. And just to let you know, the lipstick is by MAC, and it is in the color, in the shade of Petal Head. And as far as my blush and my highlighter is by Clinique. This is actually brand new. And it just came out not long ago, and here's what it looks like. And this is the color that I used here for my blush, and this is the highlighter that I used. And let me tell you that if there's a name of these colors. The blush, it's a Cheek Pop palette, and all it says is Cheek Pop highlighter and blush pop palette. So it doesn't really give a name. But this is it. You can find this in Sephora actually, and this color is what I used. And so first impressions, let's see. You know, I could have I really thought about not posting this video because it was such a disaster, but I think especially my beautiful wildflowers, you guys deserve to know I am only human, and that some things just don't work out sometimes. And in this case, the Urban Decay Stone Vibes didn't work out for me. Could it have been technique? Absolutely. It could have been my technique. I'm not used to working with this type of eyeshadow, this marbled type of eyeshadow. And it may be me, but as far as I can tell you from the matte colors, which I am used to working with, those were difficult to begin with. And it does layer with time, but it takes a long time to, really work that in. And so I just wanted to give you an honest review. I know they're saying great things out there and just a huge hype, but really give it a second thought and watch more videos of other people who's used it, not so much the influencers, but more of your regular everyday people, and they may give you other insights into it. And nothing wrong with influencers because they're great, but the thing is they have a little more technique behind them and a little more years of applying things and secrets, and so it might be different. Okay, so well, my beautiful wildflowers, thank you so much for joining me today. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you gained anything out of this video, please give it a like. And if you don't subscribe yet, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell button, and it will let you know every time I upload a video. And remember, my beautiful wildflowers, don't ever sweat the small stuff. See you soon. Bye-bye.